Hello and welcome to the battleground of the Sporting Index trading floor. My name's Carl Sante and I'm going to give you a view from the trading floor. Well, last week, punters, you absolutely battered us and we're feeling a little bit bruised here on the England-South Africa game and the Ireland-Georgia game. But I hopefully will talk to you about what's going to happen this weekend and how we're going to get all our money back. Now, putting my bloody bandages aside, I want to talk to you about Premiership football, Rugby World Cup, 2020 Cricket World Cup and the Rugby League, amongst other sports that we have on this weekend. First of all, the Premiership. The most important game, most topical game, is obviously Sunday's big clash between Man United and Chelsea. Who would have thought this time last week when I was speaking to you that Jose Mourinho would be out of a job by now? Unbelievably, Chelsea have appointed the unknown Avram Grant to take over from him, and on Sunday we've got the supremacy Man United over 0.4 to 0.6. This has gone up one tick. We were 0.3, 0.5 before, I believe, in my opinion, one shrewd punter has bought for 50 grand a goal at 0.5. I personally can't see the downside to doing that. Avram Grant is known for having very well organised teams and for for low-scoring games from his Israel days. And 2.2, 2.4 looks about on the mark. Interestingly enough, in that game we've got Mike Dean refereeing it. These games haven't been too volatile over the last few years, but Mike Dean doesn't mind handing out the odd yellow card. Gone 56 to 60. I think United will be wanting to make a mark and Chelsea wanting to impress their new manager, so that's probably about right for this type of clash. Elsewhere in the Premiership, we're trading a 3 o'clock game alive again. We've got Liverpool versus Birmingham there. Liverpool, brilliant form so far this season, so it's no surprise to see we've got 1.7, 1.9 their supremacy. We've had some big wins already this season, and total goals 2.7, 2.9. Birmingham's defence has not been up to much so far, so that's why we've gone a little bit higher there. Sunday, we've also got Newcastle versus West Ham. Sam Allardyce proving to be a very good signing for Newcastle United. And Kirbishley still finding his feet with West Ham United. Got supremacy there, 0.3, 0.5, probably about right, and total goals 2.4, 2.6. I couldn't go either way on that one. Saturday evening, interesting clash between two relatively new Premiership managers. Laurie Sanchez, who had a wonderful success with Northern Ireland, some very low scoring victories for them, against Man City, Sven, who's having a lot of success with City now, low scoring victories for them. We can't split them, 0.1 your choice, and total goals 2.3, 2.5. Very low there, but you know, both teams have been quite good defensively, except against Spurs for Fulham. But in these type of games, you just never know. It's always when we go the lowest that you get the most unexpected results. So don't be surprised if this one's 4-2 or 3-all. Anyway, Rugby Union World Cup. As I said earlier, we got absolutely battered last week. South Africa 36, England 0 was not a good result. And then Ireland 14, Georgia 10 was even worse. Where do we go from now? Well, tonight there couldn't be a bigger clash or a more important clash for you Irish clients. We've got France against Ireland. We've got 13-16. The punters have been buying this up all the way from 11-14. And please don't be sad if this goes off 14-17 or 15-18 if you live in Dublin. There is only one-way money on that, and you can see why, because Ireland have been dismal so far. Total points 44-47. I'd expect it to be a bit lower for a clash like this. Both teams don't want to lose the game. There'll probably be a lot of kicking. So don't be surprised if this ends up being something like 15-3 or something low like that. England Samoa, a game I personally couldn't bet on. 12-15 we've got England over Samoa, and that's been going up all the time. And don't be surprised if this goes off something like 14-17 or 15-18 or even as high as 16-19. The punters have all been coming for England here. I'm not sure why. They haven't filled us with any confidence so far. And as I said last week, they caused us to be absolutely battered. But anyway, for some reason you're all coming on for them. There must be a reason. Total points 45-48. Couldn't call that either way. It's a pretty standard quote for a World Cup game. Interesting game on Sunday. You have to wait for the team news on this one. You've got Scotland versus New Zealand. We've got New Zealand over 40-44. Doesn't seem like a lot of downside to buying to a lot of punters, and they have been buying, because it looks like we're just about to, yes we have, we've just moved out to 42-46 and total points 68-72. In this game, please check out the team news, because Scotland is expected to put out a second team side, and that will move the spread significantly higher. And also the weather's not expected to be that great in Edinburgh this weekend. Right, we've also got 12 other live games of rugby we're trading this weekend, so look out on our website for prices on the Guinness Premiership, the MPC and the Magners League, all of which aren't as exciting as the Rugby World Cup, but will add to your betting pleasure this weekend. 2020 Cricket World Cup. I, for one, will be a sad man on Monday afternoon when this finishes. It really has lit up my working day for the last 3 weeks. It's been a brilliant competition and a tremendous success for the ICC. We've got the two semi-finals on Saturday, India versus Australia. We've got Australia 16 to 24 favourites. Very big in this form of the game, and certainly if Australia bat first, then there probably won't be much in it. Yuvraj Singh, that's the man they're all talking about at the moment. We've gone 25-30 his player performance. We did start that 23-28. You're effectively buying his runs at 25-30 now, because he doesn't seem to get much of a bowl in this form of the game. And since he got battered at the Oval by Dimitri Mascarenhas, he really hasn't had a good bowl at all. But 25-30, I can see why you're buying him. He has been lighting up the tournament, and let's hope he lights it up for you punters on Saturday. In the earlier game at 12 o'clock, we've got Pakistan-New Zealand. Pakistan are underdogs in this game, unbelievably, having beaten Sri Lanka and Australia, the two tournament favourites. Got New Zealand over 0-8, and you guys have certainly been selling that. Got a lot of sellers at 0. See what happens there. Toss, very crucial again. Rugby League, it's playoff time of the year, and we've got Bradford v Wigan on Friday evening. Great game to start the playoffs. We've got Bradford 4-7 favourites and 40-43. Brian Noble coming back to his old hunting ground, and these playoff games tend to be a lot lower scoring than traditional seasons games because people don't want to make mistakes. I don't know, tonight you get weird games at Bradford, and I kind of fancy a little bit of a high scorer tonight, but let's see what happens there. And on Saturday we've got Hull versus Huddersfield. 8-11 Hull over Huddersfield, 41-44 the points. Couldn't really have a bet there. Anyway, whatever you're doing, wherever you are this weekend, we've got plenty for you. We've got Davis Cup, we've got NFL, we've got golf, and everything else I've talked to you. So whatever you're doing, good luck punting, and I hope it's for Sporting Index.